And we also have imprisonment, card number 29. Interesting. Now, of course, the imprisonment card doesn't necessarily have to mean literal imprisonment. It can for some of you. Some of you guys are connected to somebody who could be incarcerated or imprisoned, but this could be more on a figurative sense. Like, you know, there's a part of you that's imprisoned or feels trapped, or you're energetically stuck in some way. You guys could need to do a road opener spell or ritual. All right. What is this main? Okay. Before I finished saying that, I got the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse coming out. I was going to ask, what is this main male card? So this is indicative to me of this very well could be a boss figure. There could be a cut in how much you're making, how much you're, you know, bringing home financially, whether this is in business, whether this is in work, your career, you work at a 9 to 5, whatever the case may be for you. For some of you, you guys are penny pinching or maybe penny pinching in the future. We'll see what comes out when we clarify this poverty card. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Magician card in the reverse. Now, you guys know if you watch my channel, a lot of times the Magician card comes out in the reverse. This can mean black magic. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean somebody's sitting down and doing black magic on you, like doing spells and rituals on you. It can be something as simple as like gossip or slander, or, you know, somebody wishing ill will on you unintentionally. So that could be affecting your finances. You guys could need to do like a cleanse, protection, as well as a road opener to kind of clear those blocks and that negative energy. One more for that main male card. This could be a male that you're attached to as well that's affecting you energetically in other areas of your life. So we have the Strength card coming out. The Strength card is Leo energy. It doesn't have to be a Leo or a Leo placement. It's just that energy. So you guys could have a Leo placement or somebody you know. But, you know, the Strength card really is a card that represents having some sort of strength, courage, also having a lot of passion. It's subtle power and reflection in a lot of ways, and being able to influence your inner strength on a situation. So there might be some inner reserves you need to pull out and build up some sort of courage to be able to do something in order to get what you're ultimately looking for, which I feel like is an increase in your financial situation, something that you've been working on. You haven't necessarily been seeing the results. You could also be being a little bit too much of a perfectionist, if that makes sense. Like you're too critical on yourself. So that could be affecting your finances or your work in general. You could also be finding yourself a little bit unmotivated. There's something here about needing to focus and focusing on like the power that you have, the subtle power that you have, or the influence you have on a situation, having the courage to push through something till the end. And this could be connected to some sort of male influence in your life. So I don't know what this is referring to. So just take it how it resonates. It's going to be different for each and every one of you Aquarians. For a lot of you, this is going to be a boss figure. It could also be somebody that's energetically connected to you, or that you're connected with in your personal life, that could be affecting other areas of your life, such as your work and finance. What is this poverty card? Because it could be connected here. What is this poverty card? The Star card in the reversed. Yeah, some of you guys have a little bit a lack of faith, or you're discouraged. You feel a bit disconnected, possibly disconnected from what you're doing, how you're earning money, where your finances are. You've lost a little bit of hope on any hope for the future of your finances taking a turn in the right direction. So that could be your first mistake. Now, the Nine of Swords also came out in the reversed. There's a lot of deep-rooted fears here, deep-rooted insecurities, lots of anxiety about, you know, the future, where you're headed. This is about releasing worry, releasing your fears, and surrendering it to God. I feel like there's a lot of material baggage or things that you're letting interfere with you energetically that are translating down into the 3D realm. So this could quite literally be your financial situation. I feel like you have the capability to be able to turn this around. It's about seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, having courage and strength to turn things around. You've been working at something for quite some time, and you haven't seen any tangible results from it yet. So you're thinking about giving up, or you're having anxiety, you lost hope. You're not really sure which way to go next. But I think this is about surrendering and keep pushing through, finding that inner strength, that inner reserve to continue to keep pushing. So this could be like a side project that you're really passionate about, that you're hoping to make money from. It could be maybe you're an artist or you're a musician and you don't see the results that you want. You're not making money from what you're doing or something like that. This could be a totally different situation. It just popped into my head. So it's not going to be for everybody. Others of you, you know, your job just isn't working out. You're finding yourself not really connected to what you're doing. Queen of Pentacles in the reversed. Yeah, some of you guys are also a little bit distracted, like caring and nurturing for children, providing for your family. Like all of your money is going to bills and providing for your family. So you have no extra money to be able to do anything else with your family. You don't necessarily have to have a family, but a lot of you are mothers. Why is this imprisonment card here? Too many. Yeah, lots of financial energies here. Also, there could be something here about traveling, getting outside of your comfort zone, meeting new people, networking, something of that nature that could lead you to some sort of opportunity in finance. Because we had that third house card and that Sagittarius card both come out in your Astro Oracle. Imprisonment. The Hangman in the reverse. Lots of reversals today for you, Aquarius. I almost said Sag. Delays and standstill. Huh. Okay. Yeah, you're stalling something because you're trapped in your mind. I'm feeling a lot of anxiety. And a little bit of indecision here. You could be delaying making some sort of decision or making some sort of sacrifice in order to ultimately get where you want to go. I think these are all connected, honestly. One more for that Hangman card. I know this is a very odd message too, but somebody could also be like abusing substances or have an addiction problem. It doesn't necessarily have to be you. In fact, I'm not even really feeling it is you, although it could be. King of Pentacles, Earth sign energy. Yeah, there's something here you need to release some sort of control on in regards to like your stability. This could certainly be corresponded to your financial situation, to your money. But it's ultimately about your security and your stability. I cannot talk today. It is Mercury retrograde. So, the King of Wands in the reverse, fire sign energy, Ace of Pentacles in the reversed, Queen of Swords in the reversed. Why are all these cards reversed? You could be overly emotional about a situation that you didn't get some sort of opportunity that you wanted. There could be some sort of fire sign energy here. This could have been something that you were truly passionate about, that you gave up on. You felt very like reckless or impulsive, or somebody could have viewed you that way. You had a lot of high expectations about some sort of offer or some sort of increase in your financial situation. You felt like something was unachievable. There could also be something here about not weighing in on your emotions enough. So shadow work could definitely be utilized here. Let's go ahead and get some advice and we'll move on to love, because these have all been kind of redundant and capitalizing on each other. Advice for Aquarius. The Chariot card, it's time for you to make movement, progress. I feel like you are headed in the right direction, but this is about taking action. It's having integrity. It is victory. It's determination. It's Cancerian energy. It's about having the courage to know when you need to leave something. So this could be a job, a place of employment, a project. It doesn't necessarily mean give up necessarily. I think that you're well on your way to success and victory, but it's about using your discernment to know what is worth your time and energy. If it's something that you're truly connected to, you're truly passionate about, and you know that you can make a future for yourself off of in the future, if that makes sense, then continue doing it. Keep pushing through, having that courage and the determination to see something through to the end. I think you're well on your way, especially if you have a connection with God and the divine and you're following your intuition. I think you're well on your way to success, but it's just about having that courage and getting out of your mind, because I feel like you're having anxiety and you're overthinking and you're not seeing the blessings that are being presented to you. Also, the Eight of Cups here. Interesting. Yeah, some of you guys need to leave something behind. Some of you guys need to stick something through. So I know this is two different storylines for two different sets of Aquarians here, but some of you guys, you know, the Eight of Cups is the only card in the whole entire tarot that has an actual eclipse on it. This general portion has been longer than usual, so I apologize. Some of you guys are disappointed because you need to walk away from something, or because you have withdrawn yourself from something, or you need to withdraw yourself from something. And that's okay. It's about leaving something behind that needs to be left behind, but knowing what those things are, using your discernment and your intuition to be able to make that decision to move forward. What is ultimately going to make you happy, what is going to make you spiritually fulfilled, and what is actually going to give you physical, tangible stability and security. All of those things need to align, and it's also about having hope for the future and getting out of your head, because I feel like you're stuck in your head right now. So we're going to move on to love for you, Aquarius. If you're watching on TikTok, you can hop over to my YouTube.